Hello everybody, it's Austin Holloman. I am back again here in Asuncion, Paraguay, doing a unusual video, a reaction video to a good friend of mine, Zoda Barber. He's a world traveler. He's been to probably double the amount of countries that I've been to. And he brought up a very important topic. Shout out to him. Go look at his channel below. It'll be in the title, in the description, and the first pinned comment. Now, he did a very good topic about our passport bros, Captain Save-A-Hoes. To keep it short with you guys, generally speaking, hell yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. And I'm coming from personal experience, and I'm gonna break down some other experiences that I've seen out of the 19 countries I've been to since I left the United States a year and a quarter ago, let's say that. Now, one thing that I've noticed with a lot of passport bros, a lot of black men traveling in general, and El Guapo brought this up, that white men traveling, is a lot of us go overseas and we wife up prostitutes, sluts, whores, the women that the locals don't. Okay, and a lot of this is preventable by learning the local language and actually spending time in these countries and learning how to move and how to navigate. You guys see me in Africa, and a lot of you guys are simps. You guys seen women like Kate, and I'm dealing with these women on a daily basis. I know what they're like. But you guys are in the comments, oh, that's a wife, that's this and that. I'm reading the comments like, ooh, if these dudes actually knew what I was seeing on a daily basis, what I've heard, and I won't get into detail, but what I've heard, I don't think they would think like that. But the thing is, you guys do travel, you do hear the same shit that I hear, and you think because she's a foreign woman that there's no problem, that she can do no wrong, and you end up wifing up a thought or a sex work, okay? And you guys have that very, very bad. And that's why I say you guys are wifing up women that the locals don't want. Very rarely do I see the dudes that travel, very rarely do I see the guys that travel deal with women that have a career or have a basic job and a basic responsibility like rent to pay or a car note or even her own damn phone bill. A lot of guys are going, and I'm not dissing women out of the favelas. I know some women out of the favelas that are solid women that have futures. For example, Vibing with Fred, his girlfriend, I met her and her entire family. She is the exception. But a lot of women in the barrios and the favelas, being an American, knowing that you climb the ladder, the socioeconomic ladder in a lot of these countries, why would you go to the complete opposite? You're up here and you go snatch something down here. Some shit that you wouldn't do in Texas. We all know that we want to become a high value man, I guess you could call it. Why would you go get a low value woman? And I'm not saying that those women are low value because of their economic status, but you know what I'm saying if you're a mature adult watching it. Why would you move to a second, third world country and go stay in a place where you have an entire view of the city, and then you go get this chick that's not used to none of that? And broke women are the same worldwide, okay? I've been to 18 countries now, and I've tried the whole, oh, she doesn't need any money, you know, I'm the provider, I'll do all that. The more I'm traveling, I'm like, nah, fuck that. I think she needs to have some sort of momentum going for herself. I don't care if she's going to work 7 days a week, but as far as her sitting around with a lot of free time and just being completely flat broke and don't even know how to use a steak knife, I don't know if that's gonna cut it anymore. I really don't, especially from where I'm at now. But we're gonna get into that later on in the video. Why would you guys go get this nice place with this nice view and get a woman that's not used to any of it? Broke women are a liability worldwide, okay? Broke women in Africa are a liability. Broke women in Europe are a liability. For sure, broke women in Thailand are a liability. Broke women in South America are damn sure as well a liability. I have dealt with broke women on all 4 continents, okay? 5 continents, including the United States. I can tell you that there is no difference with broke women worldwide. Broke women don't have shit to lose. Broke women have killed passport bros. Broke women have robbed passport bros. Broke women have played the long-term scam game of passport bros. Broke women have done the green card game. It's usually not the lawyer. It's usually not the doctor that has her own car and her own job somewhere in South America or Thailand or somewhere in Africa that's doing these scams like this. It's usually not. I'm not saying it can't happen, but you guys are getting women that aren't used to shit, and they are truly looking at you like a lick, because you are a lick for the most part. That's why I tell you guys not to lead with United States citizenship. Be yourself. I'll tell a motherfucker I'm from Brazil. If you turned off by that, good. That means you weren't even attracted to me initially. You probably was just attracted because you thought that I was a U.S. citizen. Bit the bullet on that one. Now, when did I start to upgrade my standard? Oh, here's another thing. A lot of you guys cannot complain about women in the States being overweight, and then you move to the other side of the world or halfway around the world, and you go get somebody that's fatter than the ones that you were complaining about back home. You go get the same hood rats in a different country that you could have got back home. I will give you guys this. The women are still feminine, but they're not, a lot of women that you guys are picking are not that different. I put my mistakes online. I put hoes online. I put bullshit women online. Difference is I'm 24. You guys are double my age, majority of y'all that I'm talking to. So I get a pass because I'm still learning life. But you guys should have already experienced this in the States. You should be able to take that knowledge abroad by now. But, you know, it's fine. We're all learning. That's why I bring this content to you guys. Now, let's talk about how I got out of that. Because when I first started traveling, I was going to Brazil. I didn't care if the chick was from the favela. When I was in Colombia, I didn't care if they was from the barrio. When I was in Thailand, I didn't care about the background. I didn't care about none of that shit because I was still thinking on this whole provide level. And as long as she's feminine and she knows how to cook and clean and all, that's fine. Now, again, they are a liability. That comes with a lot. But my standards started to change whenever I was able to take a step back and I was able to meet other men, and I'm looking at the women they're dealing with. I'm like, oh, so what does she do? Oh, she's a realtor. Okay. Oh, she's a lawyer. Okay. She's a doctor. Okay. And I'm looking at the chicks I'm dealing with, and I'm like, hold on, I'm a YouTuber. People notice me in every country I go in. Why is his options better than mine? I gotta change something. And then I started realizing, maybe they were right about the chicks do have to have something going for themselves. Now, this really kicked in for me whenever I went to Romania. And it's not because she's white. Don't give me that bullshit. It's because the chick that I dealt with when I was in Romania had her own car and she had a good paying job. And she was still feminine. And I was like, wow. Overseas, they can have the same thing that they can have back home, and you can get the same experience that you would have got from the chick that had nothing in Brazil. The same chick that has a lot going on for herself in Brazil. And I've had that happen in Brazil on both ends of the spectrum. Now, fast forward, coming back to South America, it even got stronger whenever I went to the south of South America. Argentina, Uruguay, places like that. Chile, I haven't been to Chile yet, but I'm just telling you guys. Places that people really don't go to. In Argentina, Uruguay, I was able to see beautiful, stunningly beautiful women. I don't care what you guys saw in the video. I saw it with my own two eyes. That's all that matters. I only had to prove this to myself. Stunningly beautiful women. And they had their own cars, and these were like BMW i8s. And they had their own jobs, and they were just as friendly to talk to, just as easygoing, just as pleasant to be around, just as entertaining, everything else that we brag about. But they had the same stuff that a lot of women in the States have that are doing well for them. And that's when I realized, and that's when it kicked in for me that, okay, I have this standard now. If she's anything below this, we're not having sex, friends at best, and I'm barely gonna hang out with you. Yes, tough love, don't really care. This is my life. I make the own rules for my life. And you should do the same thing. You should get something that, if you're going to move overseas and your buying power gets stronger, your freedom gets stronger, your skin gets better, the quality of the food that you eat gets better, everything gets better, the quality of woman that you get should get better as well. Not just in looks, everything else all the way around. Stop fucking women. Stop fucking just to fuck is really what I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys need to really cherry pick the women you deal with. I don't care if that lowers the amount of women that you get. Cherry pick the amount of women you deal with. I'm just now learning this, and I've been sticking to this, and it's made my day-to-day life a lot better. Now, we're going to take a break for a second. If you guys would love to have the cheat code and you would like me to walk you step by step with all the experience that I've had so far in the past 15 months, you can book a consultation. I have a one-on-one phone call with you, and I will discuss where you should travel for your first trip, where you need to stay at, what you need to bring, what you should do, who you can hang out with, who you can avoid, everything you need to know before traveling abroad for your first trip. Or even if you've already traveled, I can still help you. So if you guys value my content and you value my opinion, do not hesitate, because I have made the consultations available to everybody by allowing people to book a 30-minute time slot instead of an hour time slot, cutting the price in half. Click the link below to book your consultation. Also, if you guys are a member, I have an announcement for you. I have now moved my stuff to Patreon. I've been recording videos every day on Patreon, putting them on there about how to become a YouTuber, how to date abroad, how to travel for your first trip, and just any other travel tips that I have. And members only is $5 per month. Patreon is only $4 per month. So please click the link below and sign up for Patreon. Both links will be in the description and in the first pinned comment. Sign up right now. Now, back to the show. I took a look at the women I was meeting in places like Argentina and in Uruguay. Then I took a look at a lot of chicks. I was going through my phone, chicks that I was messing with in Thailand, Africa, Brazil. And I'm like, yeah, the standard has to change. And I'm going to start showing more women on camera for you guys that are doing better for themselves and showing you guys what you should be dating abroad. What is your true value? If you've worked on yourself, if you've improved your appearance, and you're in the gym and you have your money right, you deserve a lot better than what most of you guys are getting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and shout out to Zoda Barber again. I will see you guys next time. Drop a Cash App if you really enjoyed that content, and let me know what you'd like to see next.